Did you know that women are twice as likely to experience depression as men? Hormonal shifts, life challenges, and the pressure of balancing work, family, and personal life all contribute to this reality. But here's the good news. By understanding the causes, symptoms, and impact of depression, you can take the first step toward healing. In today's video, we're going to break it all down. Stay with me till the end, because the information we'll cover might just change your life or help someone you care about. Hello everyone, I am Dr. Syed M. Quadri, a U.S. board-certified psychiatrist with over 20 years of experience in the field of mental health. Today, we're diving deep into an important topic, depression in women. Millions of women around the world suffer from depression, but by understanding its causes and symptoms, you can take control and seek the right treatment. Let's get started and understand what depression is. So, what exactly is depression? It's not just feeling sad. It's a serious and pervasive mood disorder. Depression can make you feel hopeless, helpless, and worthless. It drains your energy and motivation, leaving you feeling emotionally and physically exhausted. And depression doesn't just stop at your emotions. It impacts your physical health, your mental well-being, your personal relationships, and even your professional life. Whether it's mild or severe, depression can make even the simplest daily tasks feel impossible. But remember, just understanding that what you're feeling is depression is a step in the right direction. Now let's understand some of the main and common causes of it. First, hormonal changes like 1. Puberty, pregnancy, postpartum, and menopause. Throughout their lives, women experience significant hormonal shifts during these key stages. These hormonal fluctuations can impact mood and increase vulnerability to depression. 2. Menstrual cycle. Monthly hormonal changes related to PMS, premenstrual syndrome, or more severe PMDD, premenstrual dysphoric disorder, also play a role in emotional highs and lows, contributing to depressive episodes. 3. Postpartum depression. After childbirth, women may experience postpartum depression due to hormonal changes and the physical and emotional demands of motherhood. Hormonal fluctuations are a natural part of a woman's life, but they can cause mood instability, making women more prone to depression, especially during periods of drastic change like pregnancy or menopause. Second, life stressors, like 1. Balancing work and family. Women often carry the dual burden of managing professional responsibilities and taking care of their families. This juggling act can be overwhelming, leading to emotional and physical exhaustion. 2. Relationship pressures. The stress of maintaining relationships, dealing with conflict, or handling breakups or divorces adds another layer of emotional strain, increasing the risk of depression. 3. Single parenthood. Women who are single parents face increased responsibilities and social pressures, which can heighten stress levels and contribute to depressive symptoms. Life stressors can push women beyond their emotional limits, especially when they're balancing multiple roles and facing the expectations of society, work, and family. Third, family history of mood disorders, like 1. Genetic predisposition. If depression runs in the family, a woman may have a genetic predisposition to mood disorders. This means that if a close family member has experienced depression, the likelihood of developing it is higher. 2. Early exposure to mental health issues. Growing up in a family with a history of mood disorders may make individuals more sensitive to their own mental health challenges. Genetics play a crucial role in determining susceptibility to depression. Having a family history of mood disorders increases the risk, but it's not the only factor. Environmental triggers also play a part. Fourth, childhood trauma or abuse, like 1. Physical or sexual abuse. Women who have experienced physical or sexual abuse, particularly during childhood, are more likely to develop depression later in life. 2. Emotional trauma. Emotional neglect or trauma during formative years can deeply affect mental health, making women more prone to depression as adults. Childhood experiences of trauma and abuse can have long-lasting psychological effects. Women with these past experiences may carry emotional scars that manifest as depression later in life. Fifth, ongoing stress, like 1. Job loss or financial struggles. Stressful life events, such as losing a job or experiencing financial difficulties, can lead to emotional distress and depression. 2. Relationship problems. Chronic conflict, separation, or divorce can create ongoing emotional strain. 3. Social isolation. Lack of a support system or feeling isolated from friends and family can make it harder to cope with life's challenges, increasing the likelihood of depression. Continuous stress without a break or support system can overwhelm a person's emotional capacity, making them more susceptible to depression. Sixth, Seasonal changes, seasonal affective disorder, like 1. Winter depression. Some women experience depression during the winter months due to reduced sunlight and shorter days. This condition is known as seasonal affective disorder, SAD. 2. Sensitivity to seasonal shifts. Women are often more sensitive to changes in daylight and seasonal transitions, which can affect their mood and energy levels. Seasonal changes, particularly the reduced sunlight in winter, can disrupt a woman's internal clock and mood, leading to symptoms of depression. 7th, use of certain medications, like 1. Medication. Side effects. Some medications, particularly those that affect hormones or the central nervous system, can trigger depressive symptoms as a side effect. 2. Birth control or hormonal treatments. Hormonal medications, such as birth control pills, can sometimes cause mood swings or exacerbate existing emotional challenges. Medications that influence hormones or brain chemicals can unintentionally contribute to feelings of depression, especially in women already sensitive to hormonal changes. Ladies, if you've experienced any of these causes or feel that life's pressures have become too much to handle, remember that understanding is the first step. Depression can be triggered by multiple factors, but there is help available. Stay tuned for more insights on how to manage depression, and don't hesitate to reach out for support if any of this resonates with you. Let's now understand its impact. Depression isn't just about feeling sad. It can have a huge impact on your life. Emotionally, you may feel disconnected from loved ones. Physically, it can cause headaches, digestive issues, or even chronic pain that won't go away. In your personal life, you might find it hard to enjoy things you once loved, whether that's spending time with your family, hobbies, or even taking care of yourself. And professionally, depression can make it difficult to focus, remember important details, or make decisions. It might even affect your ability to work or interact with colleagues. If any of this sounds familiar, you're not alone. Depression affects millions of women worldwide. Now let's get into the symptoms of depression in women. Pay attention to these signs. They could be your first clue that something deeper is going on. Like 1. You may feel persistently sad or anxious, and sometimes there's this empty feeling that just won't go away. 2. The things that once made you happy, like hobbies, spending time with loved ones, or even intimate moments, don't bring you joy anymore. 3. You might feel restless, irritable, or even cry for no reason. 4. Feelings of guilt, worthlessness, or hopelessness can creep in, making you feel like nothing you do is enough. 5. Sleep becomes a challenge. You might be sleeping too much or struggling with insomnia. 6. Your appetite could change drastically. Either you're not eating enough, or you find yourself overeating to cope with emotions. 7. You may feel constantly tired, as if your energy is drained, and it feels like you're moving in slow motion. 8. In extreme cases, you might even have thoughts of death or suicide. 9. Concentration becomes difficult. You might find yourself struggling to remember things or make decisions. And finally, 10. Depression can show up in your body with physical symptoms like headaches, digestive problems, or chronic pain that just won't go away. If you resonate with any of these symptoms, it's important to recognize that this is depression and it's okay to seek help. After the symptoms of depression, in some cases, this condition can shift into mania. Let's now look at the symptoms of mania, which are completely different and more intense than depression. Mania, often linked to bipolar disorder, brings intense energy, leading to an overly elevated mood, irritability, and little need for sleep. You may experience racing thoughts, nonstop speech, and impulsive or risky behaviors like grandiosity or poor judgment. For more on mania, check out our other video for a deeper explanation. Many people wonder, why is depression more common in women than men? So, let's understand this. Before puberty, depression rates are about the same for girls and boys. But once puberty begins, girls are twice as likely to experience depression. Why? The answer often lies in hormonal changes. Puberty, pregnancy, postpartum periods, and menopause all involve significant hormonal fluctuations that can increase the risk of depression. Even monthly hormonal changes, like those linked to PMS or PMDD, can contribute to emotional highs and lows, leading to depressive episodes. Now that we've seen how hormonal changes increase the risk of depression in women, let's talk about PMS and PMDD, which are linked to these hormonal fluctuations and can have a significant impact on mental health. Hormonal fluctuations related to PMS, premenstrual syndrome, and PMDD, premenstrual dysphoric disorder, can have a big impact on mental health. PMS affects around 75% of women, with symptoms intensifying as hormone levels shift. PMDD, a more severe form, affects 3 to 5% of women and brings extreme emotional symptoms like sadness, anxiety, and mood swings. These symptoms typically show up 7 to 10 days before menstruation and improve once it starts. Though the connection between PMS, PMDD, and depression isn't fully understood, it's clear that hormonal changes and shifts in brain regulation play a significant role. Ladies, it's important to remember, these hormonal changes are not your fault, and you're not alone in facing these challenges. If you've experienced any of these symptoms or felt overwhelmed by these changes, don't worry. Help is available, and understanding is the first step. If this resonates with you, or if you know someone who could benefit from this information, I encourage you to subscribe to our channel. In the next video, we'll cover treatment options and strategies for managing depression effectively, so stay tuned. Depression in women is a serious yet treatable condition. Understanding the symptoms, risk factors, and treatments can empower you or someone you care about to seek help. Remember, you're not alone, and with the right support, you can manage depression and lead a fulfilling life. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to our channel for more insights into mental health, and stay tuned for our next video on TMS, an innovative treatment for depression.